are you today? Let me ask you a question. How many friends do you have? Friendship is a universal, timeless concept that transcends cultures and religions and societies. How many friends do you have? The Bible says a lot about friendship. And we're doing this series called The Beatles, the Bible, and You. And they too, in their lyrics, talk about the need of friendship and of others. Their second movie, the Beatles did several movies. One was called Help. That was their second one. And the title song is called Help. And in it is a cry for friendship. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I would appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? It was a cry in the midst of the craziness of their life. John Lennon's crying for help, that he needs a friend. A couple of years later, they would write a song, actually that Ringo sang, called With a Little Help from My Friends. What do you do when your love is away? Are you sad because you're on your own? How do you feel by the end of the day? Are you sad because you're all alone? No, I get by with a little help from my friends. They got in a little trouble because the next line, maybe several meanings, I get high with a little help from my friends. But the point of the song, a lot of it was, even when I'm alone or when I'm down, I have help from my friends. The courage to lean on friends, the priority of friendships, is a very biblical idea. And the book of Proverbs spends a lot of time talking about friendship. And so I've outlined 3 smart words by Solomon, the writer of Proverbs, on the need for friendship and the kind of friendship that every one of us need. The first one I'm going to call is that friendship entails commitment at all times. Do you have a friend? And has that friend been committed at all times? Listen to Proverbs 17:17. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Do you have that kind of friendship? Do you have that friend that even when the things get really, really difficult, you could count on them? In many ways, adversity is how you really define who your true friends are. When things get really difficult, that's when your friends either show up or stick around. I've got a dear friend, his name is Matt. He's been my friend since 3rd grade. And even in these last few years, as my mother has been getting older, Matt has been so faithful and so much of a friend, caring for my mom, helping us take everything out of her home as she had to move, and he was always there. And he's been there since I was 8 years old. Friendship entails commitment at all times. Do you have a friend like that? Secondly, friendship entails sometimes confrontation when it's needed. Here's what Proverbs 27:5-6 says. Better is open rebuke than hidden love. Wounds from a friend can be trusted, but an enemy multiplies kisses. Think of the one that multiplies kisses, the one that is always telling you compliments, and then behind your back is telling you other nasty things. You know people like that they're always, the semi-vulgar phrase, they're kissing up. You've got people like that. They're not your friends. Wounds from a friend can be trusted. Sometimes your friend has to tell you hard things. I used to have a friend that told me, you know what, you're a drag to talk to on the phone. I just don't like talking on the phone. And he reminded me, that could be a problem. Sometimes you have to say hard words to your friends when you see something. You can't ignore it. Friendship entails confrontation sometimes. And then lastly, friendship entails loyalty. Perfume and incense, this is Proverbs 27:9. Perfume and incense bring joy to the heart, and the pleasantness of one's friend springs from his earnest counsel. Don't abandon your friend or your father's friend. There's the loyalty. The loyalty brings joy. The loyalty is pleasant. and gives counsel, but loyalty also doesn't abandon a friend. Like my friend Matt since third grade. Maybe you have a friend that's a family friend forever. Don't abandon them. Friendship entails, and sometimes, lifetime loyalty. And so when I ask you, how many friends do you have? If you have 30 acquaintances, great. But there's got to be those few that are the friends that stand the test of time. You'll get by with a little help from your friends. You'll have help from those friends. Can I say one other word about friendship, and I'll be quick and done. We are a Christian podcast, and so it all is based and centered on Jesus Christ. And Jesus is our friend that sticks closer than a brother. I'll end with Jesus' words. You are my friends. He's talking to us. If you do what I command. I don't call you servants because a servant doesn't know his master's business. Instead, I call you friends. For everything that I have learned from my Father, I have made known to you. I hope you know the friendship of Christ in your life. It starts by putting your faith in him. I'll see you next time as we continue with Beatles, Bible, and you. So